Hello everybody, how's it going today? It's Frankie here and I'm back for another movie review. And oh boy, where do I start? This movie was exceptional. Another action movie masterpiece, I call it. And it does star Jason Statham in it. And the movie is called Safe. And wow, I don't think I'll be able to talk a lot on this movie because I'm just going to summarize it like I do with every movie. It's just a must watch. Please watch the movie before watching my video because I'll obviously give it away. The movie is about this guy called Luke who tries to save a girl from the mass Russian mafia, the triads, corrupt politicians and officers. I'm not going to lie, when I first saw the movie, when I watched the start of it, I was like a bit confused at how this story intertwines. But then I finally just realized, oh yeah, they meet up in this scene. It starts off with this girl called May, who's run away from the I think the triads, was it the mafia? One of those two anyway. It's kind of complicated, there's a lot that goes on. And they want her mind because they want her because she's intelligent and she remembers everything, and that's why they want to keep her. And they give her some sort of code to a safe. And then that's when you see her in the subway, and that's when you meet, Luke, who sees that she's being chased by these dudes. I think they're definitely the Russian mafia, yeah, that's what and the fights in the train is just brilliant. What a masterpiece, in fact, absolutely incredible. The action in his movies are insane. His quick, pacey fighting, I love that scene. And then he attacks two detectives because these detectives are corrupt. They are working with the mafia and triads because this girl has some sort of powerful, intelligent mind, so that's why they need her. And then the scene is where they're in a hotel room and he asks her for the code and he tells her to lie, so don't tell me to give me the code. And he said that these numbers are in like words or somewhere that he told her, something like that. And she has a tracker. That's how the triads were able to, find her, like track her down. And the fight scene in the hotel, mind blowing, absolutely brilliant, guns blazing, especially in that when they their food and that person, and they start coming, it's like get down, and he fights them too. Accurate shooting. I mean, it was like bullets are flying everywhere. It's just madness and chaotic. He then, I like, how Luke is twisting all these, twisting the scenarios to meet up with them, and it's just, I like how he plays them. It's just, it's a clever mind, clever character, clever mindset of this character, what to do. And then he meets up with these corrupt detectives, and he says, "Oh look, got the keys to the safe," and he kidnaps I think the mafia boss's son, I think it is anyway, I think something like that, and kidnaps him, and they want to make a trade. And then they get into the bank scene, and he shoots him up. He takes out nearly every single person in there. Brilliant. The detectives help him out as well. Guns blazing, shooting, firing everywhere. It was chaotic. My sort of action movie right here. And the clever scene in this one where he gets the code, puts in the safe, turns, I don't know what you call it. I don't know what you call it. What do you call it? Kind of forgot what you call it now. And then he acts like that it was not working. So the detectives ask, "What's going on? Why is it not working?" Just open it. And he turns around and he shoots 3 of them. Well, 2 of them to be precise. I think 2 or 3 of them. And he leaves the captain behind. And yeah, pretty clever actually, pretty smart, because he knew they were going to take him out because they want the money for themselves. So he knew it. That's pretty smart. And then gets the captain, and then he gets the captain to work with him. And I think he gave him a bit of a share as well. And then it was all because of some sort of disc that they were after as well. Like another safe contained like a disc in the mayor's office. Excuse me. Don't know what happened there. But the disc in the mayor's office, it contained some sort of I think it's to do with a terrorism thing or something like that. I don't know. It contains something corrupt, contains something relating to some sort of attack or something like that. Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't say that word too much on here, because YouTube wouldn't allow it. The word begin with T anyway. I think I just mentioned it just now, but you know what I mean anyway. And he also takes the mayor out as well. All this is for that though. It's madness. And yeah, he makes a trade, and then he tells it, especially the other scene where he tells the guy with the glasses that he's found, and he wants to help him out with the trying to save the girl. and then the guy comes face to face with the triads, and gets, says, "Oh, sorry, I forgot. Good job I bought a pen because the number's really that long." Excuse me. Stabs one of the dudes and then shoots all of them right in where the bridge part is. Gets a girl with him, and then they meet up. And they also saw about dockyard or something like that. And then they were about to have a standoff, and you think they were going to fight. He pulls out a gun because this dude's about to shoot the girl. But then in my mind I was thinking, yeah, I know I had a feeling that gun was not loaded. I just had a feeling bullets were taken out of it for a reason, and the dude looked kind of surprised. Same with Luke's gun too. And then as soon as they're about to have a stand, the guy just shoots the guy's leg, and then obviously Luke just shoots him. So yeah, I explained that movie as quick as I could, to be quite honest. I don't want to go too much into it, but yeah, it's an absolutely exceptional movie. Yeah, one thing I noticed in these action type movies is when protagonists always, like, when they're about to have a standoff with a group of like enemies, they always end up having to bring a hooker in with them, or some sort of, or like a woman to bring in with them. It's like a club or a bar or whatever. It's like, what is the story with that? I never understood why they always have to do that. Is it because they want to blend in with the crowd to make it like they're not a lone wolf? Something like that anyway. So yeah, I found that one that was pretty crazy. And and when he met with this dude, the dude he met with at the bar, he was on the phone to them. That was also another clever scene I like in the movie, when he got hold of the dude's IDs, and all of a sudden he just spoke in Russian to them for some reason. A guy called Piotr or something like that. Spoke to him over the phone, started talking Russian, said, "Let's meet up." I think the guy was a bit like confused, saying, "Is this a trick or something like that?" So yeah, to make him a location, stand under the glass, like that, shoots him as well. The movie was damn near crazy. Half the time I didn't know what was going on, and especially that scene where a car crashed into another car when trying to rescue. I think, I think because there was a scene where that May was in it too. Another favourite scene was when May was in the car and the car just crashes and someone's trying to take the girl. I don't know if they were all working together. I think the Russian mafia wanted her as well. That's why they were attacking the trials. But there was also scenes of that. I think it may have been the police as well that was attacking them too. Maybe that scene, maybe I did get a bit confused, and maybe it was the police shooting them. But damn near, it was crazy. This is my sort of movie right here. Loads of corrupt enemies, and those of gunfire, the great dialogue, great storyline, great everything you would want in an action movie. Jason Statham, man, you deserve every penny in the industry, man. Seriously, I'm telling you, you and Keanu Reeves need to make a movie. You probably already have anyway, but yeah, I'm not just saying it because they're my favourite actors. It's because I've seen their movies, right? Keanu Reeves, I've seen his John Wick movies, I've seen his Matrix. Those two together, right, different fighting skills, need to make a movie ASAP. Like, literally, this movie here, it was made in 2012. And when I watched it, I was like, I could sworn I've seen this movie before. I don't know if it was way back, I can't remember. I recognise parts of it, but maybe I did and I just probably forgot about it. It's like having some sort of weird Mandela effect right here. I'm not kidding you. Yeah, so it does look recognisable. Maybe it's a movie I've seen like that before, that the same kind of like, storyline, something similar to it. But yeah, wow. This is an exceptional piece. I forgot who I don't know who directed and produced it. I can't pronounce the person. It begins with a B or something. I'll put that in the description as always. But yeah, I was keeping an eye on this movie. Bear that in mind, I had other movies in mind that I was thinking of watching, quite a few. This one caught my eye because of Jason Statham in it. And it said the country's India, but I didn't see nothing Indian about it, possibly. Maybe it had nothing to do with India whatsoever, so I don't know what that was about. Unless the site just gave me something that's misinformation. So yeah, really glad I watched the movie right there. Exceptional. What other scenes were there? I don't think there was much else to talk about. I described everything I can possible. And yeah, I do stumble my words. That's because I know what to say in my head. I have so much to say. It just confuses me, that's all. Yeah. But there was the odd sad scenes in it where, all this, and they would have still taken her out. A child. Bear that in mind, how someone could do that. of a business, you know, and how you have corrupt FBI's and, you know, or corrupt detectives and officers. It does happen. And the bear man, I think it's using the American thing where they have to work with some big hotshot gangs or mafia or whatever it is. It's like just for money and to avoid their personal gain. And it's like, and they're scared to even go to prison as well because of what happened to them. They should go more than that. So it's quite sad that, to be fair, why they would have ended up taking it up. Lucky she was saved, of course. And especially that scene where a woman was telling May, oh, your mother passed. But the entire time, her mum didn't pass. She was just getting information, just telling her some lies so that they can find a way for May to actually be on their side. Yeah. And I didn't want to go through every single name. There is a lot of characters and a lot of names in this movie. So yeah, I wouldn't, you know, mention everybody's name in here, but it's pretty simple. I've mentioned some of the main characters. That's all you need to know anyway. Yeah, but I just like how his character just, you know, it's like when he was taking hits from the detectives, you know, / officers anyway, because they said, oh, you know, you snitched or whatever you did, and you were, you know, because he was in a fight or something like that. He took part in like boxing, and he was told to go down just for so he can get paid, or just to fix a match for someone to get paid, something along those lines. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. Yeah, so it's just one of those movies, isn't it? Yeah, so you can't get the gist of that. Just like, this is why I love protagonists in action movies. The amount of times they keep getting hit and they keep going down is wild. That's how you know they're tough characters. And it makes me question, does Jason Statham know how to fight in real life? He must do. You know, I feel like you have to have some sort of fighting skills. I know it's acting, but you have to go in there looking realistic. You know, they can't even, it's like me going in on there saying, yeah, I can fight, but I really can't. So they have to make me look strong, bulky, make me like I'm powerful enough to, you know, fight for a whole like group of people. And that, you know, acting these sort of movies, it probably takes a long time. It takes a while to get each scene correct, especially the fighting scenes. One wrong move and it doesn't look very good. I mean, you messed up technically. So yeah, sensational movie. Yeah, I would highly recommend watching it. The rating for this is an easy one. Absolutely easy. 10 out of 10. Good storyline. Acting brilliant. Action phenomenal. I think I mentioned story there. I think I mentioned dialogue as well. Brilliant. So many characters as well. It's a flawless movie. Tell me something negative and I would be like, okay, fair enough. You know, I challenge anyone to tell me what's negative about this movie or any other great movie that I rated out of 10. Like, there probably is one that you could pick out, but there isn't anything you could pick out that's negative. Because this movie had incredible, phenomenal action. You know, I mean, it is a must-watch. Any movie that I rate above 7 is a must-watch, obviously. Obviously, movies I rate below 5, obviously don't watch them, but it's your choice if you want. It's at the end of the day, it's nothing to do, you know, with like me saying, oh, they're not going to, because the movies I rate below 5, you might think they're above 5, so it's a matter of opinion. But to me, I rate the movies how I think it should be rated. And yeah, even though I had question mark ratings, as well, I've given out a rating and there was a question mark because I wouldn't know if that movie deserved that rating or not, but I just gave it. But you know what I mean anyway. So yeah, 10 out of 10 it is. If you enjoyed this video, please give a like, comment, share if you want to know, subscribe and hit the notification below. So I'll see you in my next video.